Hey, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being with me on this beautiful Thursday. All right, mock booking Thursdays. Okay, I do my mock bookings on Thursdays, you guys, because for me, being able on the weekends, closer to the weekends, that's my high time for social media. So that's why I usually do them always on Thursdays. If you are new to my training sessions, you guys, my name is Brittany Maxwell. I am a sub team of Team Sky. My team is called Vision Quest. I have been with the Archer and Evolution family for a little over 2.5 years, maybe close to 2.5 years. Okay. My 3 year mark is going to be in May. I'm so excited, y'all, to be with the company, with our teams for almost 3 years. I joined you guys just like you did. We took that leap of faith, and I'm so glad that I did because here we are almost 3 years later, right? But you guys, today's our mock booking is going to be with Carnival. As I said just a few minutes ago, I will be doing my departure port for New Orleans, and I will be basing it around Thanksgiving. I have a post that I've already gotten from Chat GPT. I'll show you guys that also so that you can see what that post looks like. We will walk through the mock booking together, what I usually put onto social media, and I will show you how I put it onto social media, mainly just Facebook. And I'll show you guys how I share into the different groups. Okay. When we're doing our mock bookings, it's extremely important that you use multiple social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. But also, when it comes to Facebook, sharing it into the different groups, that's going to get your mock booking seen so much further. I do have a list of groups that we can share in. I will share that with you. Let me pull up my Discord and I will put that out into the chat for you. Okay. So there are, y'all, you should, even with me today, I've been with the organization, like I said, almost 3 years. I still add myself to groups every single week. Because having more eyes on your page, more eyes on your content is extremely beneficial. Okay, so I'm going to put this list of groups out into the chat so that you can see what types of groups that you can add yourself to. All right. And you guys think outside of the box as far as the groups. If you have a specialty within the travel industry, if you focus on weddings, if you focus on family vacations, if you're a homeschool parent, you can even share into the different homeschool groups. But I just put that list of groups that you can get connected into. Definitely get connected into your like marketplace, Craigslist in your area and outside of your area. Okay. So I am in Louisiana, but I still add myself to groups in Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Tennessee, because we market not just to our local area, but we can book travel for everybody in the United States. And we can also book travel for, people outside of the United States. Right. Just be very cautious when you're booking travel for those outside, those international clients. We have to be able to book with US dollars. Okay. All right. So that those groups are out there. It's a big list of groups, you guys, but definitely get into those groups, buy and sell, classified, advertising your business, yard sale groups, mom groups, dad groups, because I know we got some dads out there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go into Carnival. All right. If you are fairly new and you don't have access to Carnival yet, y'all, I do recommend it because for me, I have used Carnival several times. Not this year. Yes, it was this year. It was back in February and May. But last year, I booked several not group cruises. I booked several trips with Carnival. So Carnival happens to be one of my biggest sales as far as the lines that my clients would like to go on. Okay. All right. So we're going to click on bookings and we're just going to create that individual stateroom. Okay. So I checked out the rates and promotions beforehand, and there's not really anything available that I want to do a promo for or get out onto social media. The promos are just for the 24th through the 26th. And I really don't want to try to do that. I want to get a ship or a sailing around Thanksgiving. So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay. And if you guys are working through this mock booking with me, you can choose the same departure port, which is going to be New Orleans, or you can choose whichever one you want to go from. All right. So if you're in Texas and you want to base it out of Galveston or Jacksonville, Florida, Miami, or even Mobile, okay, you do have the option to do that. You can also use the content that I'm using, the verbiage. The only thing that I ask you to do is when I share the verbiage, you guys, is just to kind of reword it a little bit to make it your own post. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna do New Orleans, and that's all I'm clicking, right? That's all I'm doing. I could choose the date. Yeah, let's choose November 2. All right. We're gonna do New Orleans and we're gonna click on November of this year. Okay. And I'm gonna choose Louisiana because that's where I am. But this is just a mock booking. So all we're doing is just building this information, pulling this information so that we can get um the sailings and the ships and put that out onto social media. Okay. So we have New Orleans and we have November. All right. I'm not too worried about the ship or the sail to or the duration. I'm just pulling this information to see what they have available. All right. And we're just going to click search. All right. And once it finally pulls up, you can change your sort by. All right. If you want to do latest departure, low to high. But I did this earlier. And when you pull low to high, it's going to give you departures that's in like 2024 and 2025. And I don't want to do that. I want to base this again around the Thanksgiving time. Okay. So they do have quite a few ships that are leaving out of New Orleans in November. Right. So we have Sunday, we have the 5th. That's my brother's birthday, actually. We have the 9th, the 13th, the 18th, the 19th, and the 23rd. Okay. So if we click on this one, you guys, that's a little more pricey than what I want to put out onto social media. So I am actually just going to base it on that Thanksgiving day, right? Who would not want to be on a cruise on Thanksgiving Day? Okay. Um, I myself would, because I mean, I love Thanksgiving. I love the holidays, you guys, but some people, you know, they don't, right? They don't want to cook Thanksgiving dinner, and if you can have someone else cook for you and you don't have to worry about all of the mess that you're going to have to clean up afterwards, yeah, right? So, this is what we're going to choose. We're going to choose Thursday, November 23rd. This is actually Thanksgiving Day, right? And it shows you the interior from, ocean view from, and the balcony, okay? So I will put both of these prices onto our mock booking so that they can see where these prices start at. All right. And we can actually click on when this is going to be, or what day, not what days, the destination that it's going to. Okay. And what I'm actually going to do, you guys, is I'm going to take a screenshot of this itinerary so that I can use this image to put onto social media. So when I share this into our groups, you guys, I will add this post and all of the images that I did not do that right. Give me a second. I will add all of these images so that you can use the images and the verbiage as well. Okay. So let me just copy this. And I just like to take snippets with my laptop. All right. And it gives all of the details that we need. Okay. New Orleans, fun day at sea, Cozumel, fun day at sea, and New Orleans. So they're really only stopping at one destination, which is Cozumel, but that's okay. I mean, it's a short trip, but it's a fabulous trip, right? All right. And so let me click select sailings. All right. And the ship was Carnival Velour. Okay. So we don't have to put that onto our social media post, but you totally have that option. Okay. So I can actually just copy and paste this and put this onto the verbiage that I am going to be using. All right. I will delete that day. Let's see. I might as well just copy that as well. All right. Okay. Maybe it's not going to let me. Yeah. There we go. All right. And I will put this onto the verbiage that I have. All right, let me just copy this and I'm going to put this on the notepad that I have. And I will show you guys that also. All right. All right, let's see. Let me do the dates, the cruise dates. And let me copy that. All right, give me just 1 second, you guys. I can share my entire screen so that you can see. So here, let me do that for you. All right. Here, let me screen share. All right, let me do the entire screen. And that way you guys will be able to see. Let me see Windows. To share audio, share tab. Okay, no, I won't be able to do that because you won't be able to see, you won't be able to hear me. All right, so let me just go back onto that. Okay, well, I will show you what I'm going to put onto social media before I actually put that on there, okay? All right, so we have 4-day Western Caribbean Carnival Velour, right? And then we'll just pull the rest of this information and we'll just go from there, all right? All right, there we go. All right, so let's see what they have. Let's do the lowest rate that we can find, which is going to be this one right here, right? So we have the upper and lower deck for 619. This is going to be, and then your interior from 659, ocean view, and the balcony. All right. So let's just click on this and see. Right. See details. Right. Let's see. Upgrades apply. Offer ends on the 31st. Okay. So I want to add this into there because we want to do like time is of the essence, right? All right, so let's click on, let's do the upper and lower, right? And we'll just continue. Okay. All right, and here, this is what is amazing about Carnival. So you can do a quick quote and you can build your mock booking just off of the upper and lower, or you can just keep it open and include the upper, lower, the interior price, the ocean view, and the balcony. And that's what I'm going to do, okay? Because I want my potential clients to be able to see what prices are available, okay? So let me add this onto. Give me just 1 second. Let me mute myself and tell my little boy to shut my door. All right, sorry about that, guys. He's standing right there with his tablet. I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't interrupting. All right, so I'll show you what this quick quote looks like so you can see. And this is our agent view. So on the agent view, you'll be able to see your commission payout and everything. Okay, so all we have to do is scroll below. All right, your commission payout would be $166, which really isn't that bad. And with the cruise being so close, it's only a couple of weeks away. There's not really an option for them to put that deposit down. So it would be a full payment. And it's based on two guests. Okay. So we're just going to leave it at that. Okay. And if you want to see the guest view, all right, this is what the guest view would look like. Okay. All right. Let me go back onto the agent view. Right. And I like to always add the gratuities onto there and the carnival protection. Right. And let's add both of those. Right. And add to the guest. Right. I like my clients to pay for their gratuities up front. It's less that they have to worry about during their actual trip. Okay. All right. So let's go back onto the from price, and that's what we're going to build it off of. All right. So we have that from 619, interior 659. Okay. So let me see what we have put together. All right. And if you're looking for, if you want to use Canva, you can put this information onto Canva, which is absolutely fine. Or you could just take some snapshots and add that into your social media also. Okay. All right. Canva is really easy, you guys, when it comes to building flyers, because you can type in flyers, you can change the image of that, and you can put your QR code and all of that on there. Okay. So the destination for this was going to be Cozumel. So that's what we're going to make sure is in there. Right. And let's see. All right. So we have free room upgrades. Let's do rate sale. right? And because I'm doing this based around Thanksgiving, I want it to be like a Thanksgiving promotion, Thanksgiving sale, okay? All right. So, let me see. Let me go back onto Carnival's home tab, all right? I still left open the the details for this specific, right? But I want to go into marketing details and I want to get either a flyer, a general flyer, or e-brochure, something like that, so that I'm going to be able to take those images and put that onto social media. Okay. So let me just see what it pulls up for their general flyers, and we can add that onto our social media and see what, let's see, let's do their customizable flyers and see what that has available. Right, so let me see. All right, I have that downloaded. It's going to open up in Microsoft. Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can show you guys this, okay? All right, let me see. Let me go back into Zoom and let me see if I can share this page with you. All right, Windows. All right, share. All right, you might not be able to hear me once I click this over, but I just want to show you what this flyer looks like, okay? Because we can edit it. It downloaded in Microsoft, so we can edit this actual flyer, okay? All right, so that, you guys, is that flyer, right? And I am all right, that was that flyer, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this information and I'm going to um, put this onto social media. Okay. If we don't like that flyer, no problem. We could just go back in and we can see what other flyers that they have available. Right. That was a postcard that I clicked on. I'm just going to pull that up and see what that looks like. And yes, I like that. All right. I'm going to take a snippet of it so that you can see how that looks on social media also. Right. I don't want to upload just that. Right. And let me get this last one. Right. I love Carnival, you guys. They should be releasing their printed collateral over the next couple of months for next year. So here, I'll show you this. This one opened in on my desktop, like in on the internet. So I can show you guys that. So all I did was I got my little snipping tool and I just clicked it and just took that little screenshot of it. And that is absolutely wonderful. And I just did like a little screenshot of this also. Okay. So now we will go on to social media, y'all, and we will start sharing this. Okay. Let me get Facebook open and we will gather all this information and we will put this onto social media. Right, I will share all of this content onto our groups and in our trainers chat so that your mentors will be able to share, and that way you can get that also. Okay, so let me go on to my business page, right, and we will go ahead and start getting this mock booking onto social media. Right, let me go to my actual page. All right, here we go. Let me share this tab with you. All right, so let me go into our post and let's start building this post. Okay, let's add some photos, right? Add photos. And I'm going to go into the snapshots that I just took, right? So the first snapshot is going to be that choose fun, right? And the Western Caribbean dates that shows you the dates and that actual yeah, let me scroll so that you can see. All right, I know it's kind of hard to see, y'all, because with my laptop it's really weird how it uploads. If we were going through my phone, it would be a lot easier and a lot different. But doing trainings on the phone, if you guys have seen people do trainings on the phone, it's a little bitty tiny square, so it's really hard to see any of that information. Okay, all right, so I already have this verbiage put together. The only thing that I have to add is the pricing. Okay, so let me go back onto um, Carnival, and we are just going to copy and paste this information. All right, and I'm just going to put this entire paste onto my verbiage so that we can get that onto social media. All right. So we have 4-day Western Carnival Caribbean. All right. Let me see. All right. Let's get this adjusted so that it looks halfway decent. All right. I know you can't see it yet, guys. Just give me 1 second and I will get this over onto social media so that you can see what this verbiage looks like also. Y'all, I used Chat GPT before I come into the training. So what I did is I went on to Chat GPT and I said, or I typed out, build me a sales post for Carnival Cruise around Thanksgiving. And it gave me some really great information. I do take off some of the information that they provide because they will add in Carnival's phone number and Carnival's website. So even with all of that, y'all, I still make the post my own. I take out verbiage, I add in verbiage, I add in my phone number, my website, all of the information that we would put on any of our mock bookings, any of the flyers that we do create. Okay. All right. So we have upper, interior, ocean view, and that balcony. Okay. All right. And I am going to put an asterisk beside it just because, this price may change. Okay. And I will put a little disclaimer at the bottom of the post, with that little asterisk that says the price of this cruise may fluctuate, or may change based upon availability, um, departure port, and also however many people are going to be going. All right. So I want to put this on social media so that you guys can see this real fast because I know you're probably like, oh, come on, just show us already. So give me 1 second and let me copy this. Right? And let me go back onto Facebook. Right? So we have the images and then we're going to post that verbiage right here. Right? So I do add in hashtags because hashtags are Facebook's best friend and also my best friend. If you cannot figure out a hashtag to use, you guys, I use this site called besthashtags.com and it is absolutely amazing. Okay. All right, so let me scroll up so that you guys can see Thanksgiving on the high seas with Carnival Cruise. This Thanksgiving, why not set sail on the adventure of a lifetime with the Carnival Cruise line? Right, so like I said, I am building this um, around Thanksgiving. So yeah, it's definitely a Thanksgiving post, right? Enjoy the ultimate holiday escape as you leave the turkey prep dishes behind and indulge. Where'd it go? Oh, I can't read that apparently. Indulge a feast of relaxation, fun, and excitement. What you can look forward to. Okay. So it just has a little bit of information about the ship, the amenities, and Carnival does have supervised youth programs, but they must be registered to participate, and you have to have that registration done before they get on that ship. Okay. And it says, don't wait, book your Thanksgiving cruise with Vacations with Brittany today. All right, y'all, when I do share this with you guys, you will take out my information if it's still in there. But what I normally do is I just take out all of that, all of my contact information, so that you are able to use that. All right, 4-day Western Caribbean on Carnival Velour. All right, and we have our upper, lower, all right, interior ocean view, and that balcony. The cruise dates are Thursday, November 23rd to Monday, the 27th. The departure port to New Orleans. The destination is Cozumel. All right. Offer ends on October 31st, so that they know that time is of the essence, right? Right. And then call us with my phone number, my website to reserve your spot and seize this opportunity to make this Thanksgiving a one of a kind experience. Okay. All right. Escape the ordinary, embrace the extraordinary. Right. And then here is the details for the Carnival of Velour from New Orleans that tells, what days they're going to be doing. If you wanted to add in like a picture of the ocean, you can definitely do that. Let me see. I might be able to grab a picture of the ocean, or let me go on the Carnival and see if there is let me see if we can get a new picture. All right. Let me click home and let's see. All right. Let me share this tab with you so that we can see. Right. Marketing tools. Let's go back to marketing tools. E-brochures, destination flyers. Let's see what their destination flyers look like. All right. So we have Bahamas, the Caribbean, Half Moon, and Mexico. All right. Let's click on Mexico, right? Because they are going to Cozumel. So let's see. All right, so I am actually just going to take a little snippet. Let me share you what they have, okay? Y'all, you can go on to Carnival and you can use any of the content that they have available for us. So right here, this is where we can put our information in. You can put your travel info or not. You can either put your information here or you can put your information here. You can put your logo, okay? If you're going to use a flyer like this, you guys, I would recommend taking this off right here. Okay. Just take that off of there, take this off of here, and then upload this to Canva so that you can put your logo, your QR code, and you'll still be able to add different information to this actual flyer, but you won't have to worry about, oh, how am I supposed to get my logo on there? Use Canva. Use Canva. All right. So let me make another snippet, and I want a picture of this boat right here. Right. So it is a sea post, right? So there we go. And that's just one more image that I can use for social media. Right. Let me add that. Right. Add one more photo. All right. Come on. Let's see. Add a photo. All right. There we go. Okay. All right, one more, and then that is it, you guys. Okay. All right. The only thing that I did not put was that disclaimer. So let me go ahead and get that disclaimer on here. All right. Let me do right here. All right. Price may fluctuate, or let's just say change. Let's do price may change until deposit is made. All right. There we go. All right. Price may change until deposit is made and based upon departure port. Okay. All right. Let's see. Everything looks good, you guys. Depart from New Orleans. Offer ends October 31st. Time is of the essence, right? And let us go ahead. Let me cancel that, right? And we can click post, and that will post to my social media, okay? So let me post, and I'll show you what that looks like. Let's see what add a button we want. Continue, all right, and posting. All right, let's give it a second to go through and we will scroll down and we will look at this. Look at that, you guys. So how easy was that? It didn't even take us 30 minutes and I talk a lot throughout the session, okay? So let me show you how I share it into our groups, all right? The first thing that I do is I share it to my personal page, okay? So I like to copy and paste this information, right? Copy, and then I go right down here. Well, first, let me change over to my personal page. All right. So you guys see Vacations with Brittany Maxwell, and then also you see Spirit Quest Adventures. So my specialty in the travel industry, you guys, is faith-based travel. But a lot of our tours go to Egypt, Iran, Israel, and we all know everything that's going on right now. So that's kind of put on the back burner. So yeah, very sad. But let's go ahead and change over to my personal page, right? And then we will share this content to my personal page. And let me show you how I do that. Let's click share. All right. Share to my feed. And this is where I post or that copy I have. I just paste that right there. Right. And let me just make it a little nicer. Right. And let's go there. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's break this up just a little bit and make that look a little bit better. All right. The amenities. Okay. And as soon as I get this onto my personal page, I'll show you how I share it into the different groups. Okay. All right. Oop, here we go. That didn't click like I wanted it to. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see. Carnival Velour, upper. All right. Let's do that. I just want to make sure it's not all jumbled together. That way it makes it easier to read and makes it easier to see, right? So let's do right there. All right, there we go. All right, and let's share that onto my personal page, okay? All right, now we can share into our groups, all right? So I am using my personal page because I am connected to a lot more groups with my personal page than I am with my business page. So let me copy this again just in case something didn't work right with it. Let me go from the bottom up. And I will start sharing into groups, y'all. Whenever I share to groups, I will do anywhere from 15 to 20 groups today. Tomorrow, I can share into 15 to 20 more groups. Saturday, 15 to 20. And this rate is actually available until the 31st. So I can share up until the 31st. Okay. So if you're adding yourselves to groups every day, 5 groups a day, right? Or if you just do it once a week, right? If you go in on, let's say, Wednesday and you start adding yourselves to groups, add yourself to 10, 15 groups at a time so that you have more groups that you're connected with. All right. So let us click share. All right. And we're going to share to a group. All right. So the first one that I'm going to share to is going to be the Gulf Coast buy, sell, and trade. Right. And I'm just going to paste this information. Yes, it did right. Awesome. All right. And we're just going to click post. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to do it to about 5 different groups. And then, you guys can, I'll show you guys what that looks like in those different groups. Okay. So we have share to a group. Right. And if you guys are like me, if you forget which groups that you've shared in, I recommend that you either write the groups down that you've shared in because you don't want to share, 5 times to the same group. They will take it down as spam. But a lot of the reasons why I do share in as many groups as what I do is because even if it's an open page, some of the admins will still take it down. So I just try to make sure that I share in enough groups that if I share in 20 today, if 5 get taken down, there's still 15 groups that it goes live in. Okay. Right. And let's see. And I added my website, you guys, because on my website, I have my job form, I have my email, I have my phone number, I have all of the information that anybody would need to get in contact with me. All right, let's do this, will be the 4th one. And let's click paste and post. All right, and we'll do one more. And then I'll go on to my home page so that you guys can kind of see what that looks like. Okay, let's see. Occasion swap shop. Yes. All right, and paste. Now post. Right. I'll go to my home page and the groups that I just shared in, it should be on, yeah, it's right there on the top, you guys. All right. So for sale in the Jackson and surrounding area. And this is what this is going to look like on the groups that we share in. Right. Let's see if we go down below just a little bit more. We might see it a couple more times. No, but let me go to my home page, my actual personal page, so that you guys can see that, what it looks like on your page. Okay. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I love doing mock bookings, you guys. Right. And it says right here, right? Here's all of the pricing information that they need to see. And because we did this right here, 619 average per person, we don't have to put the full price on there for 2 adults. There it's just showing you average per person, right? It has those specific dates and everything. Okay. All right, guys, let's go back into Zoom and let me stop that screen share and let me stop the recording. Okay. Give me just 1 second.